Subscribe for the latest in boxing. So Jarrell Big Baby Miller is going to be fighting Thomas Adamek. Now, I didn't want to make a video about this fight because, of course, Jarrell Miller's from where I'm from. And, of course, I didn't want to have to make this video. I didn't want to have to make this video because I don't want to be, shitting on Jarrell Miller because he's from Brooklyn. And I gotta, support the fellow New Yorker. I gotta support him. But do I like this fight, Jarrell Miller versus Thomas Adamek? Of course not. That's a shitty fight. This might be the worst heavyweight fight of the year because this is a complete mismatch. I've been following Thomas Adamek's career since he got destroyed by Chad Dawson when he was fighting at light heavyweight. If you guys didn't know, Thomas Adamek turned pro when he was at light heavyweight at 175, and he was a champion there for about, I think, 2 years. Then he lost his belt to Chad Dawson, a young Chad Dawson. After that, he moved up to heavyweight. And, his most significant win was at heavyweight was against Chris Arreola. At the time, Chris Arreola was in his prime. This was right after Vitaly Klitschko beat Chris Arreola. Like 6 months later, he fought Thomas Adamek, and Thomas Adamek upset Chris Arreola. So that was like his most significant win. After that, though, Thomas Adamek basically fought Vitaly Klitschko and got completely dominated. And he then went on to fight shit level opposition. I mean, I remember when he fought Michael Grant, and I remember thinking at the time, why is he fighting Michael Grant? Michael Grant has been shot since the year 2000, literally since he got knocked out against Lennox Lewis. I still don't know why he was fighting Michael Grant back in 2013, whatever it was, but that was like some shit. But Thomas Adamek is completely shot at this point. I believe he's in his 40s. Jarrell Miller is a man who's about 6'4", 280, 300 pounds, right around there. Thomas Adamek is a man who's around 5'11", and he's a short, and he's a guy who turned pro at 175. So this is a really big mismatch, and Jarrell Miller is also in his prime. So this is a fight between a prime, young, modern-sized heavyweight who weighs nearly 300 pounds versus a 40-something-year-old former light heavyweight who's under 6 feet tall, who is shot. I mean, this guy got knocked out by Eric Molina. That's how shot he is, that he lost to Eric Molina. This is going to be a complete ass whooping. It's going to be a complete mismatch. Like I said, it might be the biggest mismatch of 2018 in the heavyweight division. I expect Jarrell Miller to just walk down Thomas Adamek. Thomas Adamek has no power, no punching power to be able to stop Jarrell Miller's size. I think he's way physically bigger and stronger than Thomas Adamek. I don't like this fight. But am I going to be extremely upset about this fight? No. Because Jarrell Miller, again, has about 21 fights. I would be disgusted if Jarrell Miller had like 40 fights fighting Thomas Adamek, because that's something that Wilder was doing. But, he has 21 fights. And it's not like he's the only heavyweight who's done that, who's fought a shit level opposition like that. Several heavy. I mean, look at what Dylan White did before fighting, what's his name? God, I already forgot his name. But he fought that bum in New York in the undercard of Terrence Crawford versus Julius Ndongo, I believe. But yeah, and I saw some people saying the only reason he's fighting Thomas Adamek is because he ducked Kurat Pulev. I don't care what anybody says. Kurat Pulev is a hype job. I've never been impressed with Kurat Pulev. Do I think Jarrell Miller ducked? Because Jarrell Miller's excuse was he didn't want to go to Bulgaria because they might rob him. Truth be told, they might rob him. I said that Hughie Fury might get robbed in Bulgaria against what's his name, Kurat Pulev, because he's a big star there. But do I think he's afraid? I saw someone say he ducked him. Do I think he's afraid of Kurat Pulev? Absolutely not. Kurat Pulev has nothing to offer that would and make any heavyweight afraid of him. He has no punching power. He has no chin. And he's a hype job. So why would anyone be afraid of him? So, again, I would, of course, rather see him versus Kurat Pulev than Thomas Adamek. That's 100%, just being real. But hopefully once he dispatches of Thomas Adamek, he fights somebody else. Maybe he'll fight Anthony Joshua. Like, let's say he ends up fighting Anthony Joshua in April. Then I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be saying that he ducked Kurat Pulev. Because you know damn well that Anthony Joshua, or he was afraid of Kurat Pulev. Because you know damn well Anthony Joshua is far more, more of a threat and far more formidable, and threatening and more dangerous than somewhere like bum-ass Kurat Pulev. And again, I'm saying this because they might happen because they already did that face-off. So who knows? Maybe if he gets past Povetkin and Joshua and his next mandatory, he'll probably fight Jarrell Miller. Because I think that Jarrell Miller is working with Eddie Hearn now. So yeah, but I think this is a mismatch. Thomas Adamek should get his ass whooped. He's shot to bits. He's washed up. He's not a natural heavyweight, and this is a complete mismatch. So yeah, that's all I have to say, guys.